So hello my friends at IFT traders. There are some guys that asked me to record a review of my plays today. Today I had a good trading day, and I'm gonna share with you some of the trades that I placed on the market and how I managed them. Okay, so my first trade of the day was I was playing the Qs, and I saw that the market was a bit extended on the 60-minute chart. Not very climactic, but it was somehow a little bit extended. And if you see the daily chart, you see that we have a nice support level here around 64.38, right? So I played this gap fill, right? So I entered this trade on the high of this bar here, this 2-minute buy. Okay, so we have 2-minute, 5, 15, and 60-minute charts. Okay, so when the market cleared that high here, there was 64.40. I bought Qs, okay, and when I had one risk gain, I took 1/3 of my position, and when it hit the resistance level here, it was around 64.75. I remember that I took out my last piece. Okay, I think I had one more piece here around 64, 65 or something like this, and at 64.74 was my last piece, and I made a nice little profit on the Qs. Then my next trade was CRE, and I'll have to remember here what I did exactly. At this moment in time, this was a counter trend trade, so a little bit riskier than, I mean, the Qs was a counter trend trade too, but I believe that this one was a little bit riskier. I was seeing this resistance level here on a daily. We had the same, of course, because I think this was a little bit riskier because it was clearing this resistance level here. Of course, we had this pullback on a daily. We are seeing the daily here, and it was trying to clear this resistance. So I was here only for a scalp. Okay, it ended becoming a small loss, like a scratch. So I began to offer here. Okay, and I remember that on this play here I made a little move to the downside because I was offering here 33.12, and the price moved to 32.92, and I took some profits inside this. When it got under this 2-minute moving average here, I took some profits and tightened up my stop. Okay, so when the market began to move again to the upside, I was out. You know, when it hit, maybe as far as I remember, it's like 33.14, something like that. I was out. I didn't want to be exposed to a situation like this because I was against the trend. And it was, I mean, later it pulled back to the 20 MA on the 15, but I was out. Okay, so this was a scratch. I made some profit on the Qs and a scratch on CRE. Then I went to T. On T, what I saw on T was that we had considerable resistance level here at 32.80, around 32.80. So when I saw this stock rising until this level here, I was thinking about selling. I began to offer a little bit here at 32.70, okay, because we had this it was kind of a sell setup on 2 minutes. I had a risk management that I couldn't have my risk until here, 32.90, okay. So when it cleared this levels here at 32.78, I wasn't that much concerned because I had some space, some wiggle room. And when it began to do this movement here, I mean, I added here, on this movement here I added a little bit, okay, because we had a sell setup here on the 5, so I added. My cost was around I think was 32.74. It was my cost, okay, because I didn't add too much, okay. So when the stock fell and came here again, I took some profits from this position that I added here, and then I was simply waiting for the stock to continue its down movement, okay. So when I saw this, I was out. So on T it was a scratch too. I made a little bit of money, but I considered it to be scratch, so I could protect myself. And it wasn't it was with the trend trade. So I mean, it's good to be with the trend, you know. We shouldn't be so stressed out when we are with the trend, but those plays against the trend, we have to be very judicious and very careful, because the market can cause you a lot of harm, you know. If you don't take enough respect for this, you're gonna get burned, and you're gonna get burned hard, you know. So this was a scratch, okay. Next trade. So this play for me here on CTSH was very important to me, because I learned a lot with this kind of scenario today. This stock I saw after that was taking a huge hit because their forecast wasn't very good. I mean, it was terrible. The thing that was most important for me was that we really have to be very careful with this kind of scenario, with earnings plays, you know. We have to be very very judicious, because this kind of scenario, the market is moving in 20 cents, you know. One movement is 20 cents, and then you have 25 cents more, and then you know, you have a 45 cents move. If you're not sized properly, you're gonna get beaten very hard by the market, you know. The stock is gonna hit you in the head, and you're gonna burn your profits. And I almost burned my profits on this play here, okay. So what I was doing here was, I saw the 60-minute chart. The stock was falling like 17%, and I saw that the prices were outside of the Bollinger Bands here on the 60-minute chart. So it tends, when it happens, it tends to go inside again, okay. This is not an IFT play, but it's a kind of climactic play, right? So the market was falling very hard here, and I was watching the market, and when it hit, I think it was, I don't remember exactly what it was doing, you know, but yeah, it was here. When it hit, yes, when it hit 57, I was willing to bid, Okay, so I bought some at 57, and then the market fell more, you know. So you can see here that you see the size of this movement from 57 here, it was around 57, it went straight down to 56.17. So that means it's like 83 cents movement. So this is very, very risky, very dangerous, you know. And I'm glad that I sized very I was very moderate the way I was bidding this thing, you know, because this is very risky. And I learned a little bit more today. So what I did is that I bought some more at 56. I think my fill was 56.25. Okay, and when this thing moved back here to 57.20, I was out, you know. I was very profitable on this stock, but it was way too risky, you know, it was way too risky. I am planning to be even more judicious with this kind of plays if ever I try it again. I think I will try again plays like this, but I think I had an eye-opening experience today. Okay, so those were my plays, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I would love to hear about your plays too. Okay, Joe, and that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye.